Hey guys, Kiwi here. In this video, I'll be breaking down and analyzing one of the newest sneak peeks for the Season 7 finale of The Walking Dead, Episode 716, The First Day of the Rest of Your Life. The sneak peek seems to entirely focus on all of the characters from the Kingdom, along with what their plans are for the finale of Season 7. That being said, potential spoilers for the comics and everything in the show up to the end of Season 7, and let's jump right into it. Alright, so when we left off with Morgan, Carol, and Ezekiel in 713, they had all come to terms with the idea that they'll have to rise up against the Saviors and fight for freedom. And in this new promo, we can see Ezekiel talking to Morgan about exactly that. King Ezekiel insists on the idea of marching toward Alexandria with the idea of fortifying their alliance between each other, ensuring that they can rely on each other when the time comes.
Accompany my regiment. The Saviors are a dragon with many heads. Their numbers legion. We must seek allies in this endeavor. Join us on this journey to create an alliance.
Ezekiel wants Rick and group to know that he understands them now and agrees with them more than ever. Ezekiel realizes that they need allies and a lot of them. I truly believe that Ezekiel, along with his kingdom soldiers, will be a very valuable asset in the upcoming war. We can even hear Ezekiel mentioning to Morgan that they need to take out the Saviors before they can hurt anybody else, which reminds me a lot of the Rock and the Road story that Rick told him back in episode 709 when Rick first went to the Kingdom.
Fight with us, and we shall defeat them, so that no one will suffer under their capricious malevolence ever again.
She wondered why I was still there. For it to hurt someone else.
I'm glad that Ezekiel has come to terms with the situation, and I've actually recently done a full video breaking him down and explaining what exactly caused him to change his perspective. While talking to Morgan, Ezekiel brings up the fact that Morgan is wearing Benjamin's armor. He asks Morgan why he's wearing it, and it's pretty safe to say that he's wearing it in reminder of Ben. I believe this is the first time we've ever seen Morgan wear armor from the Kingdom, along with Carol for that matter. As the sneak peek ends with everyone from the Kingdom marching towards Alexandria, I'd like to divert your attention to the final few issues of the March to War story arc from the comics. Now I'm planning on going way more in depth with this situation in a future video, but for now I'll just say that a lot of shit is about to go down at the gates of Alexandria. It seems like the entire sequence that occurs in the comics during these few issues are going to be entirely recreated for the finale of Season 7, but what does the Kingdom have to do with that? Well, to answer that, I first have to explain that for one reason or another, Rick and group actually end up at the mercy of Negan once more. In the comics, this moment usually gets referred to as the second Lucio lineup, so that may also ring a few bells. So while Negan is literally saying eeny meeny miny mo for his second time, Jesus comes in to save the day. He comes out of one of the ditches, uses a savior as a human shield, and actually manages to ninja his way all the way to Negan and hold him at gunpoint. So that may actually seem pretty random to explain in this video, but the reason why I brought all of that up is because Ezekiel and Shiva come in at this point as backup for Jesus. Ezekiel pops out from hiding with all of his men, and they start providing cover fire so all of our survivors from the lineup can flee back to safety. This is also where we'll hopefully get to see Shiva be a complete badass in the show as she tackles saviors, eating them and scaring the crap out of everybody. With a combined surprise attack from Jesus along with Ezekiel, Shiva, and the soldiers from the Kingdom, they were enough to thankfully push back the saviors enough to actually want to retreat. And so after the battle has been won at the gates of Alexandria and Negan retreats, it's pretty damn official that all-out war has started. And this will actually be King Ezekiel's first time visiting Alexandria for himself, so we'll finally get to see his first impressions of the place, but I assume they'll be very similar to the comics. That being said, I honestly feel like this entire situation will pretty much go down the same as in the comics, except for a few added additions, such as the Junkyard Group. How much of the Kingdom's characters do you think we'll get to see in the Season 7 finale? I have all the confidence in the world that they'll be able to remake this epic moment from the comics, and so I really hope that we get to see the Kingdom soldiers come in and save the day somehow. Let me know how you guys feel about all of this down in the comment section below, but that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I'd definitely appreciate a like on the video if you've enjoyed anything I've said today, or even subscribe if you haven't yet for future Walking Dead content. Either way though, I thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.
And we start once more for the fallen. For the Kingdom. For the glory of victory. Oh!